Did you go through your sock drawer recently and just ditch a lot of socks?
I did, yes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's interesting the shit they bring up. I don't know why. Okay, cool. Who'd you want to hear from most of all who's on the other side? Do you have a sister still here in the physical?
I'm an only child.
Oh, okay.
I have a sister in the physical.
Okay, yeah. And y'all are pretty close?
Oh, yeah.
Like best friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Who did you want to hear from? Who did you want to hear from? We're tying this together. I definitely have females on the other side for y'all. But
I have 2 grandmothers on the other side. Grandfathers.
No.
I've got 2 grandfathers and a grandmother.
Okay. All right. But it's through your mom's bloodline, correct?
Mine's both.
Uh-huh.
I've got my grandmother from my dad, and
Uh-huh.
both grandparents from my dad, and then my grandfather from my mom.
Okay, whatever. A lot of people are talking here. I'm just going to kick it out. That's what I'm like, there's a lot of people behind me telling you shit. Do you really want to know who the hell it is? Okay, here we go. Good job, you cleaned out your sock drawer. So, anyway, because it was overflowing, and by you love socks, you're going to buy more socks. Okay, so interesting as it is they're telling me this, I'm looking at her legs, and I'm like, she's not wearing any socks. All right, the hell, the girl has a lot of socks. Makes sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious here. So does your sister live close to where you live too as well?
No, she lives in Virginia.
Okay. Yeah. Now, is she thinking about maybe moving here?
No chance.
No chance in hell, huh?
No.
But you're here to stay, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we love it here.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe someday she'll come down. I mean, as we get a little bit aged in our life, then Florida's looking a lot more pretty, isn't it, though? Virginia can be cold. Yeah. She's right in the middle of her career and her life, and everything's going happy-go-lucky. You hold this ground here, seriously here, because I wouldn't be surprised if she pops in and goes, yeah, maybe even 20 years from now, I'm gonna move here. It could happen. You see what we're saying here? So anyway, that's the vision of and the future of what I see with that too as well. Does she have 2 children? Where's the one with the 2 kids?
I have 2, and my sister has 2.
Okay, so anyway, they're just showing me that too as well. And your mom's still here in the physical. Is she the one that lives here?
She's
okay.
here.
Okay. Hey, Mama. Hi, Mama. Your mom on the other side. She's okay. Well, get on up here. Oh, cool. Slide on down. Here we go. It's The Price is Right. Woo! Here we go.
You said March. Both of our birthdays are March.
Oh, happy March birthday. And your dad also, so that's where that fits too as well here. Okay, cool. Oh, good. You look a lot like your mom too as well,
and
huh?
She has 3 boys too.
And you have the 3 boys too as well. And your mom's on the other side, correct? Okay. And you saw her passing coming, right, to where it was happening, and you were there with her. You were helping her. It was not fun, but you were very grateful that she left too soon. She's talking about that for you. You're like, no, not yet. What the hell is happening here? You do remind me a lot of your dad though too as well. Go ahead and grab the mic and put it up there because your mom is just jibber jabbering and talking about all of this
She
here.
leads the show.
Oh gosh, she really
runs
is.
things, yes.
But does that make sense? You remind me a lot of your dad.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She reminds me a lot of your mom. Uh-huh. You'll see it after the read. You go, oh.
And we all look like my dad. My dad's genes are very strong.
Yeah.
And myself.
But look at
brothers,
her
my mother.
and her mannerisms and the way she is sometimes. You do a double take. She'll remind you, and her personality, yo mama.
Her personality for sure.
Yeah. and just, how mannerisms and sometimes facial expressions, your grandma, for real. That's really neat here. Do you have a Monica in your life? Monica, like Monica. Hey, Monica.
My cousin's wife is Monica.
Okay. Has they been popping up lately, or what's
No,
going on with
we
that?
haven't seen them in a while.
It's not a negative thing here, too, but we're pretty close in the family, right?
A long time ago.
Okay,
A while
okay.
ago.
So memories back, and what she's showing me. And that would be for her, one of her siblings, or your dad's siblings' kids. How does that fit? I don't know family shit. Okay, anyway, so is that through your mom's bloodline?
It is.
Okay, so that's connection to her, and so she would be keeping a close eye on
Her
everybody.
brother, it's her brother's son.
Okay,
and his wife.
And he's still here in the physical, correct?
No, he's not. My uncle.
You're
My mom had
the boy.
the cousin.
Yeah.
Monica's husband.
Son.
He's here.
The son is still here, right? No. Okay, yes. Sorry. Yay! Your mom's giving me a whole freaking family tree. Have you been thinking on doing the family tree or their genealogy and crap like that? Anyways.
They've done that. We've done a lot of that.
Okay, so is she the one that did that?
She was a big part of that. But
Okay,
her
yeah.
older sister is the one who really got into it.
Ah, because she's showing me that. It gives her a lot of joy and
Big
pleasure.
family, and they're
Okay.
all on the other side.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I saw I said before, like, there's 100 people over here. Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna
Yes.
say, that's why.
family.
And so Monica's married to her cousin. Is that what you
My
said?
cousin.
Your cousin.
Yes. Her husband is my cousin.
Her husband is your cousin. Monica is
Yes.
not blood.
No.
Okay, thank you. Your mom's giggling at me. She's like, Pamela, get it
It is
together.
confusing. It's a
She
lot.
likes to talk, and she talks. She's highly intelligent, and she talks, and she talks, and she lays it out. She's a good storyteller. She gives you the whole picture of everything.
That's
Just
where
like-
I get it from.
Yes, yes. But life is interesting, and that's what she talks about too. That life is very interesting. I find it very, very interesting.
I'm sure things are interesting on the other side now, too, with all the people that are there.
She said life itself is interesting. When you study life, it's interesting. So who's the history buff? Remember, you're here too as well.
Dad is a history buff.
Yeah, he's still here in the physical. You know how I'm looking right at the history buff. He's really studying stuff. You're really close with your dad too as well. Yeah, pick his brain, take notes, get him on recording, get his.
That's so weird. A gift I have for Christmas for him is a book of him.
Perfect.
I want his story.
His story, yeah. And they're saying get it on tape, get that done too as well, because it's really important. His story is so fantastic. I mean, it's unreal. People aren't going to believe the shit that he's done, he's seen, he's done. And he can fix anything, he can do anything. Look, that man, he's had a lot of jobs, a lot of responsibility, leadership, good leader, good friend, all of that. Anyway, so you got people back here chit-chatting about him.
Do it to you.
Yeah. So get that memorialized while he's still here, but more importantly, on tape, on video, and then y'all can write it out. He can take notes, whatever, in his writing too as well. And even though he might say, well, you just get him talking, just sit there, get him talking and record, and then you'll get the stories, okay? It's fantastic because none of these, we don't want this lost. And so your family's done a really good job of securing that and the history as well. It's really important you could understand that. Are there 4 children?
4 children.
I have 3 in all.
Oh, you have 4 children. Okay. Well, our children are always our children. You understand anyway. So your grandma's talking about the one with the 4 children. So she's talking about you too. Where's our January birthday as well? We were
My
talking
grandma was January birthday. And your son.
your son too as well. Okay. We're talking about that. So we're coming up on those 2 as well. And also too, does she have a sewing machine? Do you have her sewing machine? Who the
I
hell?
do.
You have her sewing machine. Have you been looking at lately? Like, maybe I should do something with that, or
I've wanted to.
okay,
I don't know how to fix hers. It's an old one, like with the table, but I've wanted a sewing machine. I sew everything by hand. She was big
she
on
loves it.
sewing.
It's
Yes.
beautiful. It's fantastic. She's like, go to the Walmart and spend $100 and get yourself a sewing machine. Because there's something therapeutic about it. It's meditative, and you don't even have to be perfect at it. Just sew with it. Just sew with it.
I just
Sound.
talked about making quilts out of her children's.
Okay.
Clothes.
But she's like, honey, just the Walmart, $100. Facebook Marketplace, you can find a sewing machine. Like literally just get one. In fact, start out that way. Get a secondhand one that you can just beat up to where you can get in, learn, and do it. As far as her sewing machine being fixed, it's going to cost a little bit more money, she says. It's like not going to. Yeah, and you're going to need to get it to the right person. So she's like, right now, until we get the right person looking at it, is not really. It's not something that you're going to really want to sew on anyway. So might as well just get. She's like, just get a cheapo sewing machine. They all work well. Just get it done, and have fun with that. Just have fun with that. And she'll be right there with you. But the smell of it, the hum of it, the sound of it is like meditation for you. So that would be a good thing.
Okay.
And let's see, make sure I'm covering everything. Real quick, was there anything else that y'all wanted here?
My husband's grandmother just recently passed away, and I was extremely close to her.
Ah, okay. Well, y'all have a group here, so she's part of that. I'd have to say she's the one talking about the socks and where she's like, Lordy, she notice how when we kick it up, this should really match up with her personality because she's like showing me all these socks and I'm like, where's her sock?
I'm wearing socks, by the way.
But the vision they gave me, I'm looking at is really, I'm just taking you into my experience here, what she was showing me and how she's giggling about it. Okay? Just giggling about it. So don't stop buying the socks, yo. Yeah, it's fun. It's good. There's something about it for you. It's kind of cool. I think that's good. I think we're good with that. I would love to spend more hours with y'all, but we're going to kick out some more reads unless you have any more questions here. We're good? We're good? Yeah?
Maybe hoping to connect with my brother.
Your brother.
My older
and
brother
his
just
was a
passed.
sudden passing?
It was.
Okay, he's talking about that too as well. But he was having chest issues anyway. He talks
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
Makes sense for him?
Mhm.
So, yeah, he's towering over the others over here.
And he was estranged.
Okay.
We didn't find out about him until much later in life.
Well, he's hanging with them.
Okay.
He really is. And with your mom, most particularly.
With my mom.
Yeah, 100% too as well. Is he left-handed?
Was he left-handed? My dad was left-handed.
Your dad,
And
okay.
he's a spitting image of my
Okay,
dad.
so
I
they're
wouldn't
just
be
showing me that
surprised.
too as
Sure.
well for your dad. Yeah. You see that?
One of my grandsons is left-handed.
Okay, cool. Yep, they're just bringing that up. But yeah, are you 5'8"? No, that's not 5'8".
No. We're going back.
We'll
we're going
find
back.
the 5'8" later. Everything. But your brother is taller back over here.
He is
next to your
tall.
mom. Much taller, yeah.
But he was not her son.
She's claiming him.
I believe it.
So it's the spiritual bloodline. You understand?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I would not have known that he wasn't her.
Was hoping for some direction because not only was it sudden, we were so estranged that I have been left to take care of all of his affairs
Good.
and everything.
Now you
and I
get to
don't
know him.
I am getting to know him.
That's
now.
wonderful. And so that's the way it's meant to be. You
Okay.
see? That's the way it's meant to be. And don't be surprised if you find a shirt with that stripe too as well. It's really interesting in how the spirit world works
Okay.
on this. But, his story is a little bit sad. He talks about that. So, but he's grateful for his life. And so it's left in your hands for a reason. The spirit world is in total power and control over their items that are left behind, and who has it, because it does belong to them, they make sure it's in the right hands.
Okay.
For the bigger picture, the more, they just know more shit, like where it needs to be, who needs to be working with it, how it can
just
help
wanna do
you
right
on your
by
mission
him.
and purpose, connecting with him in that way. You will be fair and make sure that the items will be distributed and remembered to those.
Yeah, no one but my brother and I.
But
And
you have
we
children
barely knew him. Well, sure.
and grandchildren.
Sure.
You see? And so that's really important too,
Okay.
right? Because that's part of your identity. You see? And so even though you were estranged and didn't have the connection that you would have liked to have had whilst he was here in the physical, you do have an eternal connection. Y'all knew each other before you came here. And so it's just never going to end. He is your brother. So enjoy that beauty. And don't look the other way when you have unpleasant information about him. Take a deeper dive and look at it, and then you can actually see more of the story as you go. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because some of what you've learned you're not happy about, but it's okay. He's like, it doesn't matter. It's my story. It's my life. We can't sugarcoat it.
Sure.
It's my story. So it's okay. It's not disrespectful to look at my life.
Okay.
Make sense? Because you've been a little timid on that as far as information.
I'm
and
holding
things.
back. I need to know whether to do probate on him, like getting into his affairs and digging into.
You got to get into his affairs. You got to dig into it. You got to, and that's
been
why
the
he's setting you
hesitation
up
for me.
for. He's telling you there's gonna be shit you're gonna learn you're not gonna want to know. But that's my story,
Okay.
and honor it, because everybody's life is precious, regardless of what it is. All of us, we have ups and downs and all arounds. We do things because we're learning and we're growing.
Okay.
He's like, so it just is what it is. I had a good life.
Good.
It's like I look at it that way now. But go in full steam ahead. Be fearless in it, and say, "Come what may." Okay, cool.
I have a shirt that says that. Be fearless.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saying that you're seeing how it works. Okay, cool, y'all. Woo-hoo,
Thank you.
Woo-hoo.